Good morning, everyone. This is Kristen here, and I'm here with my good friend Rebecca Combs of Design and Adorn. And thanks for being patient with us this morning. Things just sort of, sometimes go off the rails when you're going live. It's just par for the course, but we're here and we're so excited to create with you today. We have this gorgeous Odyssey Kumihimo necklace that Rebecca put together for us. Oh, I'm just drooling over it. And I know she had like a million colors, and I went to look yesterday and I think you were down to just 3 or 4, but
Yeah.
still a couple left. So if you miss this kit, you can still grab a few colors. Actually, some of the colors left are really, really beautiful. As a green lover, quite a few of them had green in there, and I was really excited about that. So but you always put together lots and lots of pretty colors. So I'm going to pop
Oh,
this off
thanks.
and welcome Rebecca.
Hi.
Hello, good morning. We have
Good morning.
quite a few people joining us already today. Great to see you all. I think everyone's getting used to our schedule for the week, and they were ready bright and early for us. Um, so, Rebecca, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Um, so everyone knows why we're late. I'm having like weird technical issues. So if I pause funny when I'm talking, it's because everything is like echoing in my ear and it makes it harder to talk.
It does.
Uh,
Because are you here? You're hearing yourself
I'm
talk.
hearing myself
Oh.
like on like a half-second delay.
That's hard. My sister, for some reason, when she's in her car, it doesn't connect properly. And so
Mhm.
anytime I talk to her, that's what happens. And it is a little disconcerting. It's like
Yeah,
throws you off for a second to hear yourself.
yeah. But I'll get it, and just gonna thank you in advance for your patience.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Thank you guys so much. You're always so wonderful and give our presenters so much grace with these videos. And so we just want to preface that just in case Rebecca has any issues or needs to pop off and come back on. She even has a different setup than normal, so that's kind of playing into it also. But we got it together. It looks super great, and hopefully after a few minutes, you'll get used to hearing yourself talking to yourself. All right, so what do we got going on today? Before we get over to Rebecca, I just want to pop on and share um, some of the things that we've been doing this week. I'll come right back to you, Rebecca. And I've got on my table here some of the So Charming kit that I've been working on. We made this necklace together on Monday, and then I made these fun earrings to match, all with the kit. And then I made this design yesterday. We did some painting and then lots and lots of craft wire over with Sarah over on the coffee and craft wire episode. We made that bracelet and we made these earrings together. So if you want to watch any of those videos or any of the presentations on replay, go check it out at Soflex Company's YouTube channel. That's where everything will be. And there's a wonderful playlist to put together for you that you can watch all of the presentations that have already passed so far this week. We still have some of these kits left, so you'll be able to make this here. You get all of these items. You get these charms, this bead mix. You get the Softlex Extreme Sterling Silver beading wire in that kit. So lots and lots of goodies to play with. I also just put these on my desk because I just got them from the office. I mean, they're so cute. These little blue mushrooms, they're ceramic, made in Peru, and we sell them, I think, per piece. But look at how adorable they are and how great they go with this kit. So if you're picking up this kit, I highly suggest grabbing a few little blue mushrooms while you're at it. And then we have a bunch of new items we put up for sale yesterday. I don't have those yet, but I do have our newest kits here, which is the Black Brilliant And our Wicked kit, we'll be opening up Wicked next week, next Wednesday, along with some gorgeous Wicked bead strands that we have online for you in the green and in the pink. And then we have a great Black Brilliance bead mix that coordinates with the kit, but is not included in the kit. This is for our TGBE event happening next month. And then please check out all of the new items we put up yesterday for you. So we have a special deal going on for Customer Appreciation Week. We have this beautiful bag I painted for all of you that's been printed on a canvas-like material, and the bag plus the items on the inside have a retail value of $50. If you want to get this bag, the only way you can get it this week is to get it for free with your order of $129 or more. Use that code CAWTREAT over at softluxcompany.com once your subtotal is over $129, and it will pop into your cart. It's not valid with any other discounts. It ends on Tuesday, September 23rd, or while supplies last. You currently can't buy the treat bag on its own, but if we have any left after the event this week, then we will likely be putting it up for sale to purchase then. So as of right now, just go ahead and shop, check out our kits, check out our new products, and put in that code CAWTREAT to get your treat bag for Customer Appreciation Week. So I'm going to pop this back up, and let's go to Rebecca. So tell us a little bit about what you're going to do today, and tell us a little bit about Design and Adorn for anyone new joining us.
All right, welcome. Thanks. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how to make the Odyssey necklace. So we have 2 strands up front of teardrops and crystals, and this is on soft flex. And then we're going to hide our connection between the soft flex and our braiding cord underneath these cones. And then we're going to do some Kumihimo with this really interesting fade. And then at the back, we have magnetic end caps, and they're hidden under peyote stitch end cap covers. So about Design and Adorn, once upon a time, we were a brick and mortar bead store in Tucson, Arizona. And in 2020, we transitioned to online only, specializing in these kits. We now actually offer some pop-ups for in-person shopping. So that's very exciting and something fun that we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tell us more.
2 so far. We're going to have another one this Saturday from 4 to 7. So you can come on in and shop the bead store. You know, we have a whole wall of seed beads, and we actually just like restocked the delicas. So we have like so many colors of delicas. So seed beads and delicas and crystals and check glass. So yeah, you come in and it's a little pop-up bead store. So that's lots of fun.
Amazing. And you really specialize in kits. Or will there be kits available for them too to see while they're there?
So yes and no. The kits are here, but the kits aren't really packaged for retail shopping, right? So like the kits look like this. So they're more designed for shipping. So the best way to shop for kits at the store is to have your phone and to look at the pictures online, you know, so that you can see what the finished kit is going to look like after you've put it together.
I see what you're saying. So they'll only see that in the store.
Yeah,
so it's kind of hard. It's a harder representation. Yeah. So you can pick them up. You just have, check it out what the finished thing looks like on the website. That works.
Yeah. Yeah. Or awesome. Just like we have our pictures, that have like the close-ups of all the different beads and stuff around there. It's just easier to see the colors and the photographs online. Especially some things like the teardrops, like they're already like wrapped up in bubbles, so they're hard to see.
So question, how do they find out about these pop-ups?
You should get on our email newsletter list if you would like to know about pop-ups.
Perfect.
There's a link on our website.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, that is really fun. I'm glad you started doing something new, and I hope it's been well received.
Yeah, it's been a blast. I mean, it's fun to shop online, but it's like it's really fun to like go in person and be with other people and see everything. It's great.
Yeah.
Beading is
So
very
now
like
you,
tactile.
yes, it is. And it's nice that it's, in a pop-up format that that makes sense for where you're at right now in your business and how you work and being able to kind of make them as a special event.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's something new that we're doing. And then the other new thing we have coming up, we've just opened registration for our Kumihimo design retreat. That's going to be in Portland, Maine, the first weekend of May. So that's
Oh
the
my
Kumihimo
gosh.
Mysteries Unlocked. Yeah, and that's so exciting. I can't wait. I've taught lots of design retreats before, but I haven't taught one since 2019.
That's
So
amazing. I'm so
yeah, and
excited for you.
thanks.
Now, in Portland, Maine, is that where the Bead Museum is, or is that
It
somewhere different?
is. It
Okay,
is.
cool.
Yeah, the Museum of Beadwork is there, and that's where we're holding the event.
Yay! I love that. What a great collaboration.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So you get to spend the whole weekend in the museum and working there, and then of course you'll get to like shop for your beads at the Caravan Bead store that's there. They're one of the big Miyuki importers.
Mm-hmm.
So, you design your own project and then you have basically every seed bead color in existence is available there for you to choose from.
Amazing. Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. And how long is the retreat?
It's 3 days. It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, May 1 through 3.
Right on. And how many spots are available? Is
Oh,
it
I
like a
think right
limited?
now there are only like 6 spots left, something like that when I last checked.
Amazing. Awesome. Well, that sounds like a
Yeah.
blast.
Yeah, so let me just unpack my kit. Oh, we really securely wrapped these. Now I have to find where the tape opens.
Well, those are the glass pieces, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So is that lampwork beads that's in the kit?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, these are lampwork teardrops, so that's why they get some bubble wrap.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
There they are. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, and just holler at me if I get out of frame.
Okay, will do.
Okay.
Since you're set up slightly different.
Yeah, like the spot where I can like see what's on camera is like over my left shoulder.
And I will say, if you get one of Rebecca's kits, in addition to the video that we're doing now, she usually has instructions included with the kit. Yeah.
Definitely instructions included. So you're gonna get 4 pages, lots of detail.
So don't think that you have to follow along like then this is it. She always has a
Oh,
lot of
no, no, no,
really
no.
great.
Yeah, you can refer back to this later. Yeah, you can definitely do it from the written instructions. You can just like watch this as like a, little tutorial.
Little inspiration.
That's right.
Feel
All right,
like you can bead with friends.
exactly. Yeah, we're gonna work on soft flex medium.
Ooh, pretty. Is that garnet? It looks like garnet color.
No, this is bronze.
Oh, is it really? It's
Yeah.
just coming across different. Is
Yeah,
it
I
the
see that.
antique?
I see that in the like
Huh.
the feed, but no, it's more of I think it's a bronze.
Or the antique brass? Is it,
Yeah,
which is a
yeah, yeah. It's
little
probably antique
darker?
brass.
Oh, that's perfect timing because I just realized I didn't add the giveaway to the bottom of the screen, and we're actually giving away antique brass beading wire today.
Oh, perfect.
So that so if you're here watching, you just comment with the hashtag antique brass in the comments, and we will choose a winner at the end of the live to win a spool of Softflex beading wire, 10 feet of antique brass. Sarah did a really good job of picking the colors for each of the streams this week because it seems like every color she chose has fit the presenter so far, which has been so wild.
Oh, it is serendipity.
I know. I was like, she knows her beating friends.
Love it. All right, so I'm going to be stringing these teardrops in a pattern of 2 teardrops and then 1 crystal for 11 repeats. So I'm going to go ahead and set these out. That way I don't have to count while I'm stringing. So.
And do you know which color you're using right now?
Yes. This color is called Alpine Lake.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I think this is one of the ones
really
you might still had a couple of. You had a couple left of this one.
We do, yeah. I think I have 2 of this color left. Yeah, so I'm just stringing these up. I have a bead stopper at one end. I started with my crimp. Oh, the other fun thing that's happening, I'm 43, and I think I'm now experiencing like midlife vision changes.
Yes.
And I haven't quite figured it out yet. Like I tried stronger contacts, but then I couldn't see up close. So now I'm like a little bit weaker on my contacts.
Have you always worn glasses or contacts? So
yes, since I was a small child.
Yeah. Well, funny story. It's got to be on some level, like your hormones do affect your vision because when I was pregnant with Hudson, my vision degraded and I ended up wearing glasses all the time. And after he was born, my eyes went back and I didn't have to wear glasses anymore. And now I wear them for nighttime because I do like night driving and stuff because that's a little tricky. But otherwise, like there was a time where I wore them always. And then I went back and it was like, oh, your eyes have improved. And I was like, I didn't know that was a thing. But I guess it was like hormone related that my vision was off. So yeah, so that makes sense that could start happening.
Well, just another fun side effect of perimenopause.
I know.
How exciting.
I know. I'm so grateful that so many people are talking about it these days.
Me too.
Because I think otherwise you would just think you're just going crazy. And now it's like
I thought I was going crazy. I absolutely thought that I was.
But it's for sure. I remember talking to my mom about it a few years ago, and she was like, no, you can't be there. And I'm like, Mom, like everyone in my age bracket is talking about it. So I think I am there. But in her, in her time, they never really discussed it till it was like full on menopause. So she was like, no way. But I'm like, I'm having all of these strange symptoms.
Yeah.
And it seems like that's common in my circle of people around the same age.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's lovely that I'm seeing a lot more people talk about it because there's a lot of changes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I had no idea until like I think I was like several years into it before like the word perimenopause like came into my consciousness, and I'm like, oh, this explains a lot.
And if you guys see what Rebecca's doing here right now, I think you usually add one of these little toothpicks in your kits, don't you?
I don't put a toothpick.
Oh, you don't? Maybe you just have always shared it with me.
Yeah, I just put it on the supply list. You can. I'm sorry.
You can have your own toothpick. But she uses a toothpick to get her loops to be the same size on both ends. And I
Yeah.
always forget about it until I see you do it again. And I'm always like, so smart.
Yeah, it's just otherwise like I don't know, it's hard for me to like judge and get them exactly the same. Um, I
And
will
when you're
say,
working,
don't
you don't have to
use the
think about
toothpick
it.
like a death grip, right? Don't go like so super tight on it. It'll make your loop will still work, but it'll be harder to get your cords through in the next step.
Right. So it'll be
So
too
just
small.
like around it, cozy, but not like so tight that you're gonna have trouble getting the toothpick back out again. And I'm just like checking the drape. This looks good. We're not going to see these crimps. They're going to be hidden under the cone. So I'm going to use my favorite crimp method, which is squish it flat. Just squeeze it and move on.
Right. Like we're hiding it anyway.
That's right. So this is the short one. And then we're going to make another one that's a little bit longer.
Yep, exactly, Deborah. She says she didn't know about perimenopause. Like, I don't even think people even like realized it was a thing. It would like, that happens. And she thought she was losing her mind because of all of the anger and the mood issues. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one day I was sitting and I was like working on a Kumihimo pattern, and I started crying because I got confused by my own math, right? Like I teach a class on Kumihimo math, and like my brain just like wouldn't do it, and I thought I had early onset dementia. I was so like confused. I just like I didn't know what was happening to me, and I was just like, oh no, it's brain fog and
Mm-hmm.
you can treat it. So yeah, more people need to talk about it.
And then, or at least just even knowing about it, that
Yeah,
it's
just like
really a
knowing that
thing,
it's a possibility.
Yeah, for sure. I know everyone's loving the toothpick. It is such a good idea, and it is a great size.
It is, right? Like it's just big enough, not too big.
Yes, thanks, Thomas. Marianne, Rebecca is based in Tucson. That's where she is, and that's where her pop-up shops will be. But her
Yes.
retreat will be in Portland, Maine.
Yes.
I'm hosting my first art retreat next weekend.
Oh,
And
I saw your ads for that. That looks so fun.
I know I'm so excited. It's like I don't even know how many years. I feel like I looked at a space with a friend to discuss a retreat, probably somewhere around 10 years ago. It had to have been. And at that time it was just like a little dream that maybe someday, and then yeah, and then it finally, like this year we were just like, hey, me and a friend were like, hey, let's do it. And we're doing it.
That's so cool. You're doing like painting and yoga, right?
Yeah, she's a yoga and meditation facilitator. So she's going to do some gentle yoga and some meditation, and I'm going to do the painting portion, and then we'll have some other creative activities happening too. I think we're going to do a collaborative piece together with everybody and get to decorate a little journal and have some journal time throughout it as well. And so I'm just, yeah. And we're doing the same thing like Friday. It's like Friday night, all day Saturday, and then Sunday morning. But in my head, I'm like, this could totally be like 5 days long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so, so yeah, so pretty exciting that it's actually it's happening. And now I've got like I reached out to like a place in Italy this week and was like,
Yeah.
can you send me details?
Wow.
So I was laughing because I said to my husband, I went from like the local retreat and then I just skipped all the way over to contacting Italy to find out
Why
hosting
not?
there.
Do it.
So yeah, I don't know if that's in the cards quite yet, but at least I've got the details of what's needed and how to go about, having that be on the dream palette for future.
That's incredible.
But very excited. So yeah, I'm like just the idea of being in the space, same thing for your retreat, like just being in that space of a few days of just getting to hang out and do what you guys love and, share creative time and all of that community. It's so great.
Yeah, and it's just like have dedicated time. It's so easy in your day-to-day life to just be like, "Oh yeah, I'll do it later." But at the retreat, you're like, "No, this is my time. I'm doing it now."
Yeah, totally. Michelle says, come to Oklahoma. And Trudy is asking if you teach an online Kumihimo math class.
I do teach an online Kumihimo math class, and I plan on offering one very soon. But okay, I am waiting to hear back from the Saguaro National Park PSAR volunteer program about when their training is going to be, because I really, really want to do it. And so I can't like book any of my own stuff until I find out when their training is going to be. I have a Zoom call with them on Saturday. So hopefully that will reveal the training schedule, and then I could put the rest of my fourth quarter together.
Oh my gosh. Well, that sounds exciting.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I
what
want to
is
be the
that?
person
What
who,
is that all
so
about?
so
Yeah.
PSAR is preventative search and rescue.
Okay.
So they do trail patrols, and they're the person who, spots you out in the desert and sees that maybe you're in like your flip flops, or you're not. You're prepared to hike, but like you don't know exactly like what hike you want to do, or I'm just gonna like talk to you about like, all right, cool. So like tell me what your goals are for the hike and how much water did you bring? Most importantly, how much water
Hmm.
did you bring?
Yeah. Because people don't realize. Yeah, for sure. So that's wonderful to try and help mitigate there being an issue later
Yeah,
down the
because
line.
being out in nature is a wonderful experience, and I want everyone to do it as much as they can, and to the best of their abilities. But it's really important that it happens safely, especially in the desert. We get a lot of visitors in Tucson, and hiking in the desert is very different from like the Midwest or the Pacific Northwest, right? It's so dry, it's so hot, even in the winter. Even
Right.
in the winter, people get into trouble.
Yeah, it's so true. So I see you made two strands and
Yeah.
one looks like it's a little shorter than the other. Is that
Yep.
right?
That's right. We got a long one and a short one.
Right
And
on.
your instructions, of course, will spell out, exactly how many beads go on each. So I've got 2 packs of the Superline 18, been pre-cut. So just gonna find the ends and take them off the bobbin. So I have 4 2-yard pieces on each card. So one card is for one side of the necklace. One side's for one side, and one's for the other.
Awesome. And then the clasp is in the middle and the back. So
Yes.
you've got it separated from one side to the other side. Oh, how
Mm-hmm.
smart.
Yeah.
That's helpful. I'm loving it's like a deep teal and the greens. It's so pretty. I like lake colors.
Yeah, me too. All right, so I took everything off the little paper bobbin, and I'm just gonna find both ends. All right, so we're gonna bring them together. So now I've got eight loose ends here, and then at the other end, it's folded over. So we're gonna take these 8 loose ends, and we have to go through one loop, and then one loop on the other one, but do it one at a time. Otherwise, it's too fiddly. Oh, did I? Is that all? Oh, hey, look at that. Wow. There we go. Yeah, so this is a step where I was saying that, like, if you, like, squeeze down on the toothpick and, like, make it so the toothpick, like, barely can get out again, these cords will still fit, but it's a lot harder to get them through.
On yourself. Yeah,
Yeah, it's harder on
you'll be
yourself.
fighting a lot harder on itself than it needs to be.
Exactly. Yeah, just give it some breathing room. All right, so I've got my folded over cords here. Basically, we're doing a lark's head knot, so I'm just going to pull the tails through. Tighten this up. And then I'm just going to pull these one at a time to tighten.
Awesome. I see that Wendy says that they are on their trip right now from Florida to California, visiting all the national parks out west. That sounds fun.
That sounds amazing.
And Jacqueline says she went from Florida, and the Grand Canyon, Flagstaff, and Sedona was so dry, had snake skin and a straw hair. Because she's from Florida. That makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, back in August, Richard and I did this huge road trip through the southwestern national parks. We did Grand Canyon, Bryce, Canyonlands, Arches, then some state parks. So like Goblin Valley, Dead Horse Point. It was incredible. It was also really, really hot.
Yeah, August.
It was so hot.
What's going on?
That's when we were available to go.
I know. It's like that's
so
just
when I
the
went
time
hiking,
it was.
In Arches, I took a long sleeve cotton flannel shirt and I kept it in our cooler full of ice overnight. And so when we got out to hike and it's like 100 degrees, I put on a frozen shirt.
Oh my God, that's amazing. What a great idea.
It actually worked. I mean, for a minute, I thought I was going to have hypothermia. But after like the shock, it did keep me cool.
Oh no, right. Cecilia says she was hiking in Bonton Canyon in Sedona and broke her leg in 4 places and had to be carried out by search and recover. Oh, so sad. That's stressful.
Oh, yeah, that's stressful. All right, so we are set up here. So we have our 2 strands. We've got the long one and the short one. We tied on our cords, and then we've pulled this cone over it. I do want to talk about the cones. So the standard hole size in this Sierra Cast cone is 1.8 millimeters. We measured and checked them all for the kits, but if you're just picking up the PDF and gathering your own supplies, be sure to measure, because sometimes they are a little small, even though that's the standard size. If it's a little small, don't panic. Just shove it on the end of a round nose, and you can just stretch it a little bit. And again, it's just one of those things that'll just make it so much easier to get the cords to pull through.
Awesome. Good tip.
All right, so you've got this, and you're gonna ta-da, put on your Kumihimo desk. All right, so you like pull these up like this and arrange them, which I've already done with this other color.
Perfect. And what color is this one? Do you remember which this one was?
So I didn't want to use up all of my kits for demos. So I just grabbed some colors this morning. So if you guys like it, then I could try to make some kits.
Ah, so it's a new color.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to use up all my merchandise.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, because all of the other colorways, I only have like one left in stock. So I'm like, oh, if I open it, then it's not available.
Then it's totally gone.
Yeah. All right, so we have our focal beads on here. So we don't need to use a center weight. We normally clip on a weight, but this is plenty heavy. I've already strung my beads. So it's a counted pattern. So just follow along with the instructions. There are 5 different charts. So there are 5 different finished lengths you can do. So you're just gonna pick up your beads, each color. Oh, you could probably see it better in these. So color A and color B, there's a little bit of an accent color mixed in. When you're picking up your beads, don't make some sort of like extra pattern with your accent beads. Just pick them up as randomly as you can. They're just a little like sprinkle of an accent color. All right, and now we're ready for the Kumihimo. So we're gonna start with 8 moves, no beads. This is Congo Gumi. This is the basic round spiral braid. This is the one that most people know how to do. So top right down, bottom left up. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now we're gonna start putting in the beads. The moves are the same. You're just gonna tuck 1 bead in every time.
You might just want to bring your disc just down slightly.
Closer to me?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So just tuck that there. Oh, I really love this soft peachy pink.
I know, it's really pretty. And I like the like dark blue accent.
Mm-hmm. So see, as I'm going around, every time I just put in 1 bead. And now that I've done a few moves, the holes are pointing straight up. So if you have one and you see the side of the bead, it hasn't locked properly. So tuck it.
And by lock it, she's just sort of pushing that bead underneath the parallel
Yeah,
cord.
so this is your perpendicular cross warp. So as it comes across, it's like it just trips. You just tuck it and then bring the cord across. Yeah, so the bead goes to the middle, tuck it under that perpendicular cross warp, and then bring your cord across.
Judy is wondering what size seed beads you're using.
Size 8. It's my favorite size.
It's a good size.
It's a good size, and it fits really nicely on the Superlon 18, or also called Tex 210. And this combination of beads and cord, it doesn't require a core. It's self-supporting.
Interesting. I kind of always felt like they were always self-supporting. So what do you mean by doesn't require a core?
So say if you were to increase the size of the bead and you did a size 6, if you did it on the same size cord, the braid would collapse and it be squishy.
Okay, and I think probably because when I Kumihimo, I do use soft flex a lot, so that doesn't collapse.
So the soft flex provides like some spring back.
It gives it the structure that you're losing when you're okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
To why that felt kind of foreign to me.
Your Congo Gumi is a ring of 6 beads, and your cords in here need to fill this space. And as your beads get bigger, that hole gets bigger if the thread doesn't also get bigger. Like size 11 seed beads have a really tiny hole. So you've got your beads here, but I use Superlon Micro, and it's so little, it doesn't fill the space. So then you need a core. So then I usually braid around a piece of rat tail. Otherwise, what it does is it collapses and it becomes a squishy rectangle and sort of twist.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, how interesting.
Yeah.
Gina says this is mesmerizing. It is.
Yeah, I really like it because you set it up and then you just braid. You know, it requires some amount of focus, enough that it can be somewhat like meditative, but it's not really hard.
Well, I would think the hardest part is setting up all of the materials, and Rebecca takes a lot of that, takes all that guesswork out of it for you when you buy one of her beautiful kits.
Yeah, everything's done. We've mixed everything. You know, like we mixed in the little like accents. I do explain this in the like if you get the PDF, you know, and you're gonna like make your own. It's 5% by weight, but it's kind of nice to just have it.
We're hearing you echo a little bit for some reason now. We haven't heard that before, so I don't know what.
I haven't really done anything different. I've just been
I know. I know.
How fun is that?
Technology can be so strange. Oh, so Lilac Pond is saying, I noticed that you seem to be using weighted bobbins, and this is new to her. I know that they've always existed, but it seems like you use them routinely.
Yes, I always use weighted bobbins. So the story of the weighted bobbins is once upon a time, I was teaching Bita Kumihimo, and I was just sort of like figuring out Bita Kumihimo, and I taught it at the shop. And people liked it, but they tended to get frustrated because sometimes their beads would pop out. So they thought they'd blocked them, and then they're braiding along, and then no, it didn't stay put. So I tried to figure out a way to fix that. And I made my own weighted bobbins. Do I have any like over here? So I made these. So I sanded and I glued on this big heavy washer, and I tried braiding with them. I'm like, it just makes it faster because everything just like locks in place nicely. So that at my next Bita Kumihimo class, there was optional homework, and I gave people the instructions like, you can make some of these if you want. And then the people who did, everything went so smoothly. They were just cruising. So then we started doing it all the time. And that went on for like a couple of years. So like every class had the homework, make your weighted bobbins. And then I got invited to teach at the Bead and Button show. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to need these for my students at the show, but I can't give them homework. What am I going to do? I had like 10 classes and like 20 students in each one. I'm like, okay, I'm going to make all of these weighted bobbins. So one morning out in front of the store, I'm there and I had like 2 or 3 people helping me. We set up an assembly line and we're sanding and we're gluing. And in 3 hours, we made enough for one class.
Oh,
like,
no.
Like, wah. Like, okay, so we'll have a classroom set and everybody has to share. I'm like, this is not sustainable.
Which is hard if people don't finish and then they have to like undo their bobbins.
Exactly, they have to like
something.
transfer to a plain bobbin. I'm like, get out of here. I need their bobbins back. Yeah,
right.
It's not ideal. And I had a book coming out later that year, so I talked to Beadsmith. So I've been talking to Beadsmith for a while. I'm like, hey, you should make weighted bobbins. And they're just like, no. And then I got this book deal. I'm like, look, I'm going to write this book and tell everyone they need weighted bobbins. Wouldn't you like to have some weighted bobbins to sell? So that's when we finally got these. And it was Richard's genius idea to make them like this so that the weight pops out.
That's very smart. So it doesn't have to be kind of glued in.
If you don't need it, you can pop it out. Also, fun fact. So you ever had it where you're braiding along and your bobbin just starts like sliding down and like you can do nothing to make it stay put? So if you have like a bunch of like really heavy beads, or if your bobbin's getting kind of old, when you start, take your weight out, put your cord across, pop this in, and then wind. It gives you extra tension, and then it's less likely to unravel.
That's a great tip. I love that. Someone is asking if you could slowly show the position of the bead when you bring it up over the thread.
Yeah. Let me go around till I get a blue one, because there'll be more contrast with the thread and you'll be able to see it better. So we're just a couple moves away from another teal bead.
So very clever, Rebecca. Yes, I know. What a great idea. I think that a lot of people are really happy that you pushed for them to make some weighted bobbins.
Like you can do it without them. And people ask me that all the time, do I have to? I'm like, no, you don't have to. But I think you'll be happier if you do. All right, so when I do my move, I feel underneath with my thumb and I separate one bead from the pack. So now I've slid it up with my index finger. You can see there's my bead. And then I slide it forward. So it's right before this perpendicular cord. And then as I lift up, I tuck and I bring it across. I also have a video on my YouTube called, I think it's the Beaded Kumihimo Quick Start Guide. And that one I'm super zoomed in. I'm not in my usual camera setup, so I can't zoom here. But yeah, you can definitely see it closer on my YouTube.
And it looks like Rebecca's YouTube channel is Design and Adorn.
It is. While you're there, do all the things. Subscribe, hit the bell.
Yeah, right. Notifications.
I'm such a bad social media influencer. I always forget to say those things.
I know. It doesn't come naturally until you've said it like a million times.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, where can people find out about things? I'm like, oh yeah, I have an email. Please subscribe.
Do you sell the weighted bobbins, Rebecca?
Yeah. Do I sell them? Uh-huh.
Yeah. So Debbie, you can go over to designandadorn.com and go get them right from Rebecca.
Yeah, we have weighted bobbins, and if you're doing something that doesn't have like big heavy focal beads here, normally I clip on a little center weight.
I know.
We don't need it here.
Center weight. I glued mine accidentally.
You glued it shut?
Yeah, I think you know what happened. It was in a it was packed away with glue, and I think the glue like oozed out, and a whole bunch of stuff got glued.
Oh
no! So it just became one of the glue casualties.
Oh no. Quick question. What time are we supposed to stop?
We were going between now and another, we have another hour technically before the next video. So whenever you, however much time you need.
So I don't necessarily have to wrap in the next 4 minutes.
No.
Okay.
You do not.
Okay.
No.
Just checking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like we will switch to the next step.
Right. No, you have some time. And
I have
we
a little time.
we
Okay.
usually yours is a little longer than an hour. So we were
Okay.
anticipating that that was probably going to
Okay.
happen. Oh, Trudy, yeah, soak it in acetone. That would have probably been good, but it's all it's all been tossed at this point. That's not a bad idea, right, Judy? I should have saved it for a mixed media piece called Creative Chaos.
Nice.
Note to self. That's a great idea.
I just found out yesterday. I think that Tool Magic was discontinued. Did you hear that?
Oh, we stopped carrying it
But like,
a couple of years ago. So we didn't hear that, but we were actually just talking about Tool Magic on one of the videos this week. But yeah, we stopped
yeah.
carrying it because there was like a major change in the price or the shipping or something that made it a
And
little
like
more.
it could only go certain like shipping categories.
Yeah, so it was like there was something that made it cost prohibitive. It turned it into something that we were like, you know what? It's just we're not going to
Yeah.
carry it
I
anymore.
mean, we stopped carrying it when we went online only because of shipping issues, but
Mm-hmm.
we still used it. But yeah, I saw one of your videos the thing about Tool Magic, which reminded me like, oh, Richard wants me to buy a new can of Tool Magic, and it's gone.
It's gone. That's
It's
so
gone.
sad because it was a nice product.
Yeah.
Somebody shared a product called, I think it was Plasti-Tip
Plasti Dip. Yeah.
or Plasti-Dip. Yeah, which I don't know if it's exactly the same, but seemed like maybe it was similar.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Richard's like, or you could get better with your like jump ring technique. I'm like, how dare you?
You're like, no, I want to dip my tool. Thank you very much.
Exactly. I will not improve my technique.
Oh, well,
Okay.
sometimes it's like with the jump rings, I guess if you slip a little, and especially if you're using like any colored jump rings, I bet you would notice it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not going to braid this whole thing up because it does take a minute. But basically, you just keep on braiding. The color change happens automatically. That came from how you were stringing the beads. So after you've done one side, then you're going to take it off the disc. Then you're going to set up the other side exactly the same. So you're going to tie in your cords, put on the cone, set up your cords and your beads, and then braid it up. And then you'll have a necklace like this. And we're going to glue, I mean, I've obviously done it, but we're going to glue your end caps on. These are 6mm stainless steel. Nice little magnet here. And then, oh, in case you're wondering, like the size 11 seed beads. All right, so at the very end, right, I got size 8s, and there's one size 11. That's so that it will fit in the 6mm end cap.
Judy is wondering, wait, how do you take it off? I'm sure the directions written will explain how to take it off. It's kind of, I don't know
I can't
if you
show you in the middle.
Yeah, she's in the middle of a project. She can't just take that one off right now.
Here, I have something else I can whip off. Okay, so when you're done, you've braided all the beads. You're gonna braid a little bit, no beads, and again, it tells you that in the instructions. And then you take off the bobbin.
And at this point, you wouldn't have any beads left, like she said.
Right.
So
you won't have any
just
beads. There are no beads on here because you put them all into your braid, and because you carefully counted them out, they're all going to run out together. All right, so I've got my braid down here. This particular braid is super short, but you'll get the idea. So I'm gonna pinch it underneath, pop the cords off. Set the disc aside.
And Heather, she's just showing a demonstration on how you take it off the board. So it's not the actual project.
Yeah, this is rat tail. And then you just tie an overhand knot right at the end of your braid. In this case, my braid is like a 1/2 inch. It's right there, tiny braid. And that's how you take it off. All right, and then you're gonna bind it and put your end caps on there, let them dry 24 hours, and you're gonna make your peyote stitch end cap cover. I'm not gonna show you guys right now how to do peyote stitch. I have a really super demo on my YouTube, and it is linked in the instructions. It's a public video, anybody can watch it, but I have a link to it in the instructions. There's a QR code, or like here's the short URL, and it shows you like step by step, super close up. If I try to do it here, you're not going to see anything.
That is so cool. So that just slides on.
Yeah, and then you would glue it. I haven't done it yet, so that you can see how it goes on here.
You would glue it on top.
Yeah, like here's one where I've already glued it, so it's attached on this one side.
And make sure to just glue it on one side.
Exactly. Just one side.
So that the other side opens. That is super cool. I love it. Thanks. And then you're gluing, when you take like the little rat tail example, so when you make your knot, you're gonna trim off your cords and then glue those inside of the end cap.
Yeah, you're gonna bind. Let me here, take some of this like miscellaneous cord on my desk.
And is there a particular glue that you
use
suggest?
E6000. That's what I recommend. I use it every time. I've been using E6000 for like 16, 17 years now, and I've never had one fail. The thing you need to know about it, it has to dry 24 hours, not like 22 and a half, 24 hours.
So you just got to leave it alone. Yeah.
Leave it alone. Yeah, the reason why glue fails is because people will glue it and they set it down and they'll come back up for a couple hours and go, oh, is it dry? Whoop, and they pop off. Oh, no, it's not dry. And they stick it back on. At that point, it will never cure because you broke the seal. So when I set one aside to dry, I'll glue it, and then I'll take blue painter's tape and I'll tape it to my table in the open
so you don't
position.
touch it.
So don't touch it. And then I'll write on it, like RTW, ready to wear, and then tomorrow's date and the current time. And I just walk away.
I love that. Do you also label food in your refrigerator?
No. No, that's a big mystery zone. You gotta like smell it. But I can't. So as soon as I've like decided to like smell it to see if it smells bad, it automatically smells bad to me.
I know. I do the same thing. I'm like, oh yeah, that doesn't smell right.
So I have to have Richard smell it. I'd be like, is this okay? And they'll be like, yeah. I'm like, are you sure? I'm like, how about you eat some? I can't.
Oh, is there an E7000, Heather? She's saying, is the 7000 close to the 6000?
That's a knockoff.
Ah, okay. Because I've only heard of the E6000. Yeah.
Yeah, there are a few others. Sometimes they have a different letter, like B or C or something. I've only used the E6000. It's not a real expensive product. It's a winner. I don't feel the need to try others.
Right.
But there's a lot of glue out there.
So what Rebecca's doing right now is she's doing what she calls the binding to make sure it's nice and secure before it goes into the end cap.
Yeah, and I wouldn't normally use Superlon for that. That's just what was sitting on my desk, and it's big enough you could actually see it. And again, I have some detailed videos of this on our YouTube. But after you do your binding, then you can cut right here. And then that way your end cap can fit over the binding.
Perfect. Wayne is saying, love her kits, got several. Instruction is fantastic.
Thanks.
And then Debbie is asking, is there a way to contact you for troubleshooting tips if she needs it? Are you meaning if you purchase a kit, Debbie? I know that Rebecca has so many wonderful videos. She'll probably have a video that she could point you right to for something that is giving you trouble.
But yeah, if you purchase a kit, our contact info is at the bottom of every page of the instructions.
Perfect.
How many books have I written? Oh, I can actually like see the comments now.
Oh,
I've written 3. They are all currently out of print, but I have set a personal goal of getting book 3 back into print by the end of the year.
Oh,
So,
that's exciting.
Yeah, we're working with the printer, and as soon as I have like a firm ship date, we're gonna start pre-orders.
Right on. What was the title for book number 3?
Book number 3 is Beaded Kumihimo. Sorry, the echo. Beaded Kumihimo jewelry.
Awesome. I think that's the one I've seen. This is
It came out
so
in 2020.
My gosh. Do you have the Trading Post colors to show? Judy is asking.
If you
Let's see.
switch to my face camera,
Face cam?
I have the 4.
Awesome. So this is the 4 still left. The Alpine Lake was the one that Rebecca was showing us in the beginning of the presentation. And then Effervescent, I think it says. And
Yeah,
then
Effervescent, Herb Garden, and Trading Post.
Oh, they're all so pretty. I love the Trading Post has got a very earthy Southwest feel.
Yeah, definitely.
Super pretty. And look at all those beautiful greens. I was like, look at these greens that are left. I love them.
All right. Well,
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Rebecca.
thanks for having me. This is always so much fun.
I know. I'm going to take maybe I'll take these 2 out, just have the 2 of us. Always such a good time. Yeah, that might help with the echo too. I don't know. But it was random. So I don't know. It wasn't like it was all or nothing. You were probably hearing it the whole time, but we only heard it occasionally. So, so that was good. But this has been so fun. I just love your kits always. And this one is just as spectacular as always. And I'm sure you have other kits on your shop as well, in addition to these available.
We do. And actually, we have some kits from previous SoftFlex events that we are offering on special this weekend for 20% off. You can see the collection of them. It's Basilica, Beyond the Horizon, Caravan, Cathedral Trilogy, Dreaming of Venice, Onward, and Vignette. And the discount has already been applied, so you don't need a special coupon code. It'll just be that price when you pop it in your cart. And we're going to do that all weekend.
Wonderful. Oh, I'm so excited. Yay. That's so great. That's a great way to get a kit, especially if you're new to Rebecca and her kits and new to Kumihimo and you want to give something a try and get a little bit of a deal. Grab one of her past kits. They're all stunners for sure. Heather says she's glad she got 2 of the 7 Sisters kits. As she she sold one of them right off the bat. Oh, wonderful. Yes, Terry's seeing the poppies painting right behind Rebecca. It is a Christian Fagan piece. Oh my gosh.
I love it so much.
I love it too. I love that I get to see it when you're on video. It's moved around in your studio to different places,
It
I think.
has, yeah. I'm trying to my different like art collection things.
I love it. And it was one of the I think it might have been the second in that series, that painting floral series that I did. And it's definitely one of the more like bright, happy, colorful
It's
ones,
so
I
vibrant.
think.
I love it so much.
Yeah. And it was super inspired by all of the flowers over here by the Salt River, which makes sense that you were drawn to it because you just love all of those desert wildflowers. Um, I like the idea of I did a couple of desert wildflowers. I like the idea of showing the abundance of the desert flowers because they're here.
Yeah. Not
People
everyone
don't think
realizes
about
how
them.
green the Sonoran Desert is.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes they're smaller than you anticipate, but if you really zoom like go close, like there's a lot of flowers here that people don't realize. And so
Yeah.
um, I'm so grateful that you felt called to grab that one and bring it into your space and share it with us whenever you're on video.
Yeah, I love it.
Do you do chainmail? Judy's asking.
Um, I don't usually do chainmail very often myself, but my spouse Richard does. They're a
Okay.
chainmail expert. So sometimes we have chainmail kits on the site. And sometimes we've actually done collaborations where Richard will do like a chainmail centerpiece and then we'll do like Kumihimo in the back. Um, but as I may have mentioned, I'm not like super great doing like 1,000 jump rings. That's why I need the tool magic.
Yeah, that's why
That's
I
like
was
my specialty.
That's why I mentioned the colored jump rings because I feel like I had seen some chainmail from you,
Yeah,
but that makes sense that that was Richard and a collaboration. Dana says, for hearing an echo the whole time, Rebecca, you did exceptionally well.
thank you. I turned the volume down like as low as I could so I could still hear Kristen, but like quiet.
Uh, yes, Rebecca is totally a pro, super talented, and just always does a lot of wonderful, wonderful things, and then is fabulous at sharing them as well. Um, Let's see, any other questions? This has been a great tutorial. She's been reading everything, trying to learn how to make a braid of her own design, but can't figure out the design math. Was it you, Trudy, that asked about the Kumihimo math class? I'm guessing you should get on Rebecca's email.
Yeah, get on the email list. Stay tuned for that. I am planning on doing a Kumihimo Math Zoom class sometime fourth quarter. And of course, we have the whole retreat where you're going to spend an entire weekend learning how to do the math, how to design your own projects, how to put the colors together. It's going to be amazing. I love sharing that with people and sharing the fun and the excitement and the play of putting together your own stuff. It's incredible.
I love that. I feel like that's just like right there is just gold to learn from you, all of that stuff. Well, I'm going to pop up the giveaway so we can choose our winner here. We've got 60 entries so far. Last chance to hit that hashtag and type in antique brass to be entered into the giveaway. You must be here to win. So if I call your name, you got to let me know that you're here in the comments. Um, and thanks for sharing those links, Thomas. There's a registration for the Kumihimo Design Retreat. Only a few seats left. Be sure to check that out. It's happening in Maine in May, which sounds lovely.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
Plus,
Yeah.
you'll be at the Bead Museum too, which they have some
Yes.
really awesome exhibits and things to see while you're there.
Yeah, it's so cool. I couldn't believe how incredible it was. It was as good as any art museum I've ever seen.
Amazing.
It's not giant because of course it's not. They're beads, they're tiny, but it's spectacular and just like the range of the exhibits is really really cool.
Rachel is wondering, do you feel like the main workshop is good for beginners?
You don't need to have a lot of technical kumihimo skill. You just need to know how to do beaded kumihimo. You know, top right down, bottom left up. That's the only kumihimo skill you need, and everything else is just design. So absolutely, so long as if you feel called to start doing your own work, then you're ready.
fun. All right, here we go. We got a couple more entries that snuck in there. Let's see who our winner is. You're going to win a 10-foot spool of Softlex in our antique brass color, which is one of my favorites. Marianne. Marianne. Oh, Maiden. I'm going to say that wrong. Diamico Maiden, which is terrible, but I'm probably going to say that wrong. And I'm sorry. But Marianne, if you're here on Facebook, if you're still with us, let us know in the comments. I have such a hard time with reading names. I was thinking about when my son graduated. Yeah, I was thinking about when my son graduated from college and the person having to read all those names off. I was like, that would be so stressful for me. Like I would.
So when I graduated from college, there was like a practice run, and you like wrote out your name phonetically, and like they practiced doing it, and we were good to go in the practice. And then on graduation day, they call out Rebecca Coombs. It's Combs, like she combs her hair. So in my graduation photo, I'm making a face like this.
Oh, that's funny. And then you're like, I thought we got this down. Oh,
you lost me.
Okay. You lost you, but I still hear you.
Okay, my camera died. Let me see if I can make it.
I'm glad that we made it all the way through.
I'm glad the audio is still working.
Audio's still here. Congrats, Marianne. Please email us at info@softlinkscompany.com and let us know your shipping information, and we will get your prize out to you. Well, this has been a blast. Rebecca has been a wonderful teacher and beautiful designs. Go check out her site at Design and Adorn. Pick up your weighted bobbins, pick up some kits. The Odyssey kit is what she showed today, and then check out some of those past kits from past Softlex and Design and Adorn event collaborations and get a deal on some of the other ones that she shared. They're all super beautiful. She's got fabulous instructions for all of them and a wonderful YouTube channel at Design and Adorn. Be sure to go check that out, subscribe, like. All of your Kumihimo dreams will be answered over there. Thanks for being here with us, everybody. And we will see you here in just about 40 minutes for the next presentation. We've got Kate Richburg of the Beat Shop coming to hang out with us at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So thanks, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.